Aloha, you beautiful people out there. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be performing a high skin fade. Alright guys, so I start off with wetting my client's hair just to get the hair into its natural form. So once again, I'm going to kick it off with my Supra ZR. I'm going to start my first guideline, which is a bald guideline, and I'm just going to do it precise and elegant. I want to get just the right guideline so I can follow my transition and get a nice looking fade. And right after that, clean up the excess hair. And to those of you that know me, you guys know that I love drinking these Amazon drinks. They're one of my favorite things. By any means, I'm sponsored by these guys, but if you guys are listening, please sponsor me. Thank you. And here I want to make sure I get all the hair behind his ear and behind his neck. I wouldn't want my client to go back home and finding out pieces of hair and thinking I didn't do a great job. We gotta always remember to pay attention to those details. That's what's gonna bring your client back to your chair. So now we're gonna bald it out, and I want to leave about an inch for my next section. Whenever I'm doing a high skin fade, I like to start off with my electric shavers after I do the first guideline, because I feel like it takes a little bit more time. For all my barbers out there, how would you guys start off this haircut? What would you guys do first? How would you guys attack this haircut? Let me know down in the comments. So the way I like to blend out this line is by tapping at it. So as I'm blending up, my strokes get longer and longer. When I'm blending down, they get tighter and tighter. Don't let the video fool you. There's always a technique behind everything. What? Guys, I just want to say thank you once more for supporting my videos and for showing some love, man. Thank you guys. I like the way that I connect with people through these videos, and if that's gonna help you become a better barber or have a better service or anything close to that, you know, I'm more than happy to put out these videos and to do it for you guys. Thank you guys. Let's get back to the cut. So here I'm going to use my Wahl Seniors 100th anniversary, and I'm going to start my guideline with the lever open, which is equivalent to a half. And I'll be making my section about an inch. And how I explained in the last videos, I always start from left to right or vice versa, from right to left. Now I'm going to put on my number 1 clipper guard. And here I'm just showing you guys that's open and this is closed right here. Open, close, open, close. All right, and with the lever open, we're going to establish my secondary guideline, which is 1.5, equivalent to 1.5. And I'm going to take this guideline up to the parietal ridge. And how I explained the last video, I'm gliding upwards, not necessarily digging into the haircut. There is some parts that I have to dig in there, but mostly to blend out some shadows. So with my number 1 guard again, I'm gonna close the lever now, and I'm gonna establish a third guideline in between my half and my 1.5 guideline. And here I'm just, at the same time, I'm fading upwards up to the parietal ridge. By doing this first, it helps me clean up my canvas and it prepares the foundation for the fade. So now with my Wahl Seniors, starting at the temple, I'm going to start fading up and chipping away at that line. The reason why I did my guidelines about an inch is to have a smoother transition. If you tuned in to my last video, you can see that I did more of a compact fade rather than a wider fade per se. And here I'm still respecting the section that I did with my lever open, which is equivalent to a half. I'm trying not to go past that. I'm trying to respect it as much as possible. Now putting on my Wahl half guard. on my seniors, I asked them if the drink was good. Of course it's good. It says Amazon. Anyways, right here I'm blending up with my half guard, and I'm opening the lever as I go up. And at the same time, I'm kind of detailing, and I'm using my cornering technique. And you can see it all kind of tie in nice. It is important when we're cutting coarse hair that we comb the hair or brush the hair to its natural hair growth. Notice how I'm brushing his hair forward, following his growth pattern. So here I put my number 1 guard on my seniors, and I'm detailing more than anything by the parietal ridge, and I'm just trying to take out those shadows. So once we get to the parietal ridge, I like to use my texturizing shears, and I like to pick at the shadows like I said, and I like to detail with my texturizing shears. I know there's other ways to do it, but this is just a technique that I like to use. And here I go back with my Wahl seniors, and I'm detailing the section. I'm just making sure there's no shadows, make sure that everything is nice and crispy. Also, guys, if you guys have any ideas of what videos I can do or what videos you guys would like to see, put it down on the comments. Alright, now we move on to the other side. And barbers will not let me lie, but the crown area is one of the toughest parts to fade out or to make it look smooth at least. I read this somewhere, but it has something to do with the growth pattern. Also, I've been thinking of doing 2 videos at once, one in Spanish and one in English. Let me know what you guys think about that. Going back to the cut, here I'm applying the same techniques that I did on the left side of the head. So for every single haircut, I like to start off by fading from the top to bottom and then from the bottom to the top, because I feel like it gives me a smoother fade, a smoother transition, and I feel like I detail even more when I do that, when I do it that way. And of course, every haircut is different, so I play around with the formula here and there, but maintaining the same foundation. So here once again I'm using my texturizing shears, just taking out those shadows. I'm trying to work with the camera angle so I can show you guys every single detail that I'm doing. So here I'm applying the clipper over comb technique, and I'm looking for the silhouette of his head shape. I want his silhouette to look even and symmetrical. For this haircut, it's important to cut off those hair strands by the crown area so we can make the haircut flow. Here I go back with my Wahl seniors, again detailing the haircut. So one of the YouTubers that I look up to is S-Craft. Man, his work is on point. And here I'm going to be applying some sea salt spray, and I'm trying to achieve volume and trying to give the hair direction. And you guys can get this sea salt spray at Walgreens. I believe it's only like $10, but it's totally worth it. It's my favorite by far. To complement the sea salt spray, I'm going to be using Suavecito clay. So now we're going to be applying it to the hair. You want to make sure you don't dig into the hair, but more keep the hair under control. As barbers, it's important that we educate our clients on how to use the products. So with clay, usually apply it and you want to blow dry it and melt it onto the hair. It provides control and a finished product. Here I grabbed my shears and my comb and I went back into the haircut. Guys, don't be scared of going back into the haircut. The client is always going to thank you more when you're detailing to the last second of the service. Trust me, it's going to ensure them that you pay attention to every little detail. Now I grab my Babyliss Gold FX and I line them up. So actually this is one of my new cousins, Javier, and what I like to do on Javier is add a little bit of fibers here. One thing for sure is not to overdo the fibers. We want to make it look as natural as possible. When I apply the fibers, I like to come back with my trimmers and hit that lineup again to make it even look more crispy. Also, we know that a lot of people are intimidated by this technique because they saw movies where the oil drips down their face and they look dumb. But fibers is different. You kind of lock it in with the hairspray, so it's just locks into your skin, locks into your hair. It won't drip. It does come off the same day, but it won't happen like the movies. Here with my Irvine blade holder, I reline them up to make them look even more crispy. So here I'm about ready to take his cape off, and I'm just doing the final touches, cleaning up behind the ears, behind his neck, and they're just making sure the fade looks nice. Apply the aftershave to close down his pores and to disinfect. And boom, here we go, guys. This is the final product. Thank you guys for checking me out once more. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless.